It's Rambo. If you don't know me, yes, this is exactly how I start my streams. No, this is not a stream video. Um, my name's Sam, or Rambo. I am a variety streamer on multiple platforms, and recently I was playing Minecraft on stream, and we got into the conversation of how I started getting into playing online with all of the community that I have been. And it's a funny story how that actually started. So this video is going to be a quick little recap of what was said on stream, but also it's going to be a show and tell type video. So real quick, just to catch you up on what you may have missed in that stream and why I'm doing this video. I have always played games. I grew up on games. I grew up on Mario, actually. But the one big thing is I am the third out of 6 kids. So it is very hard to be able to get everyone to be able to play games and for everyone to play nicely. So growing up, one of the most commonly played games in the household, besides Mario, of course, was actually Minecraft, because it was the easiest game for us to be able to play with most of us playing at the same time. My older 2 siblings were usually out of the house at that point. They don't really play video games with us. But us younger 4 siblings, we all enjoyed playing video games, and we all wanted to have the TV. So Minecraft was something that all 4 of us could play simultaneously. Even before having online connectability access, we were able to plug in the Xbox 360, and we could put the Minecraft disc in, and we could each have our own little corner of the screen and have our own controllers, roam completely free of one another in the world, to be able to build our own things and not have to interact with each other unless we wanted to. Now, we did usually end up interacting with each other and trading and helping each other build things and stuff like that, but we didn't have to if we didn't want to. So Minecraft was one of the really big things that my family played growing up. In fact, we even made a tradition that for New Year's Eve every year, we started a brand new world every single year for New Year's to see how far we could get in the 6 hours of us staying up after dinner until midnight. But that's not how I got into the online community. I got into the online community because Minecraft stuck with me forever. My family, my siblings, we still continue that tradition of playing on New Year's, although we didn't do it this year. A little upset about that, guys, but okay, I forgive you. Um, I continued to play Minecraft throughout the years, and during the pandemic, I had to come home early from school. I was working full time at my security job while I was still doing my full time student classes, while also starting to play video games more again because I had all of my consoles being on the college campus. And one of the people that worked at the site that I was a security officer for, they also enjoyed playing Minecraft, and so in my free time, I would get to talk to them about video games and Minecraft and all sorts of things. And I told them about this world that I was building, and they wanted to see it, and they wanted to see how I did it. So, intro to the Kingdom. I have logged so many hours on the Kingdom. I don't even know how many at this point. I do know that it is one of the main worlds that I've played on my Switch, and my Switch has almost 2,000 hours logged on it for Minecraft. Now, obviously, I've played more than those 2,000 hours because I now play on my PC as well. And then you got the fact that I played on the Xbox 360 before. So there's a lot of hours logged on Minecraft. I'm sure there's tons of people who have more hours logged. But with as many hours as I've logged in Minecraft, I was never really big on enchantments. My brothers were. I have 2 brothers that played with us and a sister that played with us. My brothers were really big on enchantments, so they would occasionally enchant me things. Mostly my armor, though, to protect me. Not so much my tools. So when I was building this world, I was doing everything with stone tools. I was not enchanting them. I was just making more stone tools, and I was continuously making more. So when I invited this person to come see my Minecraft world, they were absolutely astonished at how much I had done, because one of my favorite things to do is to build an underground rail system. Now, that underground rail system turned into essentially a Grand Central Station. I created a home base so that they could play on the world all the time with me and have their own houses. We went off and we connected it to different biomes where we were creating different kingdoms and different areas. And I started getting more into using the enchantments because they introduced me to enchantments. They showed me that I could build a rail system in the Nether and it would travel faster than traveling in the overworld. There's just so much I learned from being able to play with these other people. So having that Discord community that I could reach out to and I could play Minecraft with it grew. It grew. It showed me so much that I didn't already know, and it made me love the game even more because I faster. I could do so much faster. But I want to show you guys the kingdom. I love showing off the kingdom. I'm a little bit sad that it's not currently active at the moment because at one point in time we had 12 active streamers who were hanging out on the kingdom, and we were all simultaneously building. We were making really big XP farms. We were working on building giant bases in the Nether, and it unfortunately had some falling out with some of the friends, and I ended up canceling the Realm subscription because it didn't make sense for me to pay for it anymore if no one was actively using it. But I do still have the save file, obviously. One day I may decide to reinitiate having this as a realm, especially since it's got so many different updates that it has lived through that you have to travel so far in some of the places on the map in order to get to the new updates if you want to see anything. You'll see when I take you through. Some of these train rides can take up to 45 minutes to get through, and I'll be sure to zoom through some of those parts for you guys, but I want to take you through, and I'm going to put in some commentary here and there of all of the different things in the world, who was in charge of different areas, what kinds of themes they had going on, and why we made some of the decisions we made. So, hang tight and enjoy the adventure as we jump on into Minecraft The Kingdom, story of where Rambo began. So, here in the realm, I go by Witchy Tag instead because that's just what Xbox gave me when I first created my account. I can't tell you how old this realm is. It's probably like 2020, which makes it almost 5 years old. I honestly don't even know. And I don't know where we're starting out at either, to be honest with these guys. I gotta kind of figure out where we're at. E for inventory, Rambo. E. I have an enchanted book on you. But yeah, so you see all of my armors enchanted here. So they taught me about enchantments. All of my tools are enchanted in here. But I didn't start making all of this stuff with enchanting. I think I know where we are. I think we're at the Mushroom. I think. I could be wrong. I think we're at a Mushroom biome. The easiest way is going to be for us to go up and figure out where we're at. And then I can go from there trying to show you guys everything. So let's get up to the surface and see where we're at. Oh, it's nighttime. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. I know where we're at now. So, I forget who this was supposed to be for. I think this was supposed to be for Luna. I think we were building this for Luna. This was her base that we obviously did not finish, and I'm sure she is highly up. Oh, excuse me, sir. I set you on fire. You don't set me on fire. I'm sure she's highly upset that we never finished her world. We obviously could come in and we could continue building it and finish it. I'm gonna... Oh, it won't let me pick that up. It won't let me... There it goes. I was gonna say, it won't let me grab it. Where's a bed? Obviously, there's a bed back down in the ground. I was hoping to just... Ah! Zombie! Aw, dang it. I was hoping you would get stuck. You probably could have jumped out. There's a bed. So this is the cherry blossom biome. We had to travel quite a distance to find this, though, because it was obviously not in the original updates when we created the world. So this is her little house with her gardens and her bumblebee bees. She wasn't getting very far progress-wise with the house, but it was getting somewhere, and it never got finished. So I'll have to see if she wants to finish it, and she can hop on and finish it. Oh, look. Sir, your llamas are missing. Your llamas are missing. Okay. I know approximately where we are now, though. It's gonna take a little while to get back. So, every town that someone in the world had made, I made one of these spiral staircases, and they all complained about the spiral staircase. Trust me, they all complained about it. But I made these little subway systems for them, and most of the subways are at level 41, but some of them go deeper, because prior to the update where... Oh, look, we didn't even finish digging out her subway. Prior to the update where they changed the levels, this was the best level to be at to mine diamonds. So that's why I dug everything at level 41. I did not originally dig at level 41 though. I was told later on about how it's beneficial to dig at level 41. So it got changed later on. It was not my initial plan. You'll see when we get to the first rail system that I ever made that I did not go nearly as deep. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom through some of this while we get to our next destination, but I hope you guys realize just how long and complex these are. And keep in mind, now this one was dug out with enchanted tools, but they weren't originally dug out with enchanted tools. And I'll let you guys know which parts were when we get to them. It's going to be a hot second though, so just hang tight. Okay, so this location here is Spawn. This is the giant community junction where everyone that joins the world spawns into. And I required that everyone who joined the world build a house here at this world. So this one was my build. This was my starter home that I made. This became the hotel where everyone stayed when they first came, and we're working on gathering resources. So inside here, you've got chests with tons of different things. And I had most of them labeled so that you knew tools, armor, stones, ores, animals and mob drops, animal food, cooked food, trees and plants, etc. And then there was a map that we were doing all of the different locations on. So over here, you had more furnaces for people to use, and you had some beds up here. And then there was a basement with even more storage. So when you came down here, even more items for people to use to build their properties. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the houses that people built. So there was farm, tons of trees if they wanted to chop their own trees, and then they could just plant a new one. I built that beacon tower there using a YouTube video, and I was originally going to build tons more buildings all around, which is why you're going to see tons of cobblestone outlines all around this place, but I never actually got around to building them. So this is house number 1. This was made by Sock. Got a cute little witchy vibe to it. We can take a look inside real quick. And then she did also make a plot on the world itself that we'll go see. And it is very cute. She used a lot of YouTube videos to help her make her stuff, but it's all very cute. So there's not much in here, but there wasn't meant to be. It's just a little starter home to show the imprint in the world. This one over here was my friend Queen's house. So hers did connect to somebody else's. So underneath hers, there is a little tunnel that travels over here to Mog's house. This is just like if you were to dig into the earth, what the core would look like. I don't know. He thought it was cool. Got another little place over here, which is Victor's house. Also very simplistic. It's got an automatic door closer for you, so you don't have to worry about closing the door. We skipped the little path that went over this way. Someone built the Ya Boys Shindig. Someone built a little space here. It's all underground. He didn't want to build something above ground, so it's all underground. And he did at one point have another portal down here, but I disconnected it because we made another portal in this area and it kept trying to connect to his, so it had to get removed. But he had one right there that he could run through and get to his nether base. And then both of these places over here are actually done by the same person. These were done by one of my brothers. It says Paul's place. So this is his little house, his hobbit hole, if you will. Another very simplistic build. Don't worry, I'll take you to where my brothers set up their base as well, because they also were part of this world. Can't have a world without my siblings. This is his other little hobbit hole. It goes downstairs. This is what his base looks like at the other location, so you'll see the theme moves on over with him. But let's check out some of these other houses that we have here. The zombie coming! See, cobblestone outlines. I was trying to make more houses, but it never happened. This is Lenariel's Mini Moon Palace. She ended up making a floating base out in the world that we will go check out. But her place looks like a chocolate bar to me. It just looked like a giant chocolate bar. So that's Lenariel's world. And then this was my other brother's place. He kind of gave me Hades vibes, but this is Zach's domain. Go away, zombie! Damaged helmet. This was Speed Bump's place. He's got all of the colorful sheep. He did originally have a pen with more colorful sheep over here, but we got rid of it to build this. This is what all of the buildings surrounding the place were going to look like, was this. And you can see that we started to build it, but it never got finished. So, will it ever get finished? Who knows? But then we've got... Someone blew up over there. We've got another little place here that was underground. So if you come over this way, you could go down to their little area. I don't know what else they were planning on doing with it, but they made a little underground space. You know, I should really just go to sleep. Why don't we just go to sleep? It's a nighttime. There's some monsters everywhere. Let's just go to sleep. Banning. The one issue with this property is it was very much lightning magnet. All of those little things there attracted all of the lightning. Can you leave me alone? Thank you. Muchas gracias. Oh, hello. Oh, are you not going to go through the fence? There we go. I have my arrows back? Thanks. Okay. This was One Block Rabbit Hole, also known as Corpse Rabbit. He built this place here. So it goes up. Got his little bed. He ran off in the world, but I don't actually know where he ran off to. Can I go down? Thank you. And then we've got a couple more places to check out. So this one over here is Russell's place. Russell is one of my people who watched me play Animal Crossing, so he made a cute little hobbit hole. We were teaching him how to play Minecraft. He had never played before this. This is Xavier Wolf's house. I don't know if he ever went anywhere in the world, but this is his little box house that he made. That one over there is Bulbasaur, Subject Bulbasaur. He does not play in the world anymore either, but this was his little house that he never finished. And then I don't know whose house this was. But they have a little unfinished house here. I vaguely remember whose house it is, but I don't completely remember. We'll go ahead and close the doors for them. And then this one over here, this person didn't want to build a house, so they built a little doggy house instead. So this is Dog's little humble hut. And there are a couple more to go show you. They're off in the distance because we ran out of space over here. We surrounded it in the cobblestone places where I wanted to build the stereotypical houses. And then we ran out of space. So I built an attached village for more people to join us. And obviously you can see that giant lava fall over there. So we're going to head on over that way to it to show you guys some of the other houses we're joined in. Now, I did also make generic houses from the village over here as well, just to get some actual villagers so we can get some iron golems going on. We were working on making a modern hotel over here for some villagers as well, so I saw cool. What are you doing here? Why are you trimmed of your bark? But so those houses are all generic villager houses. Generic villager houses. But then when you start getting over this way, this one here is the Queen of Gremlin's place. Her house was very cool. I think she got some inspiration online as well, but it's still a very cool house to check out. This one over here is Fenn's Forge. I forgot he joined the server. So this was Fenn's place. I doubt he even remembers that he was on this server. So that's his house. We've got a mushroom over here. They even made their signs low. See how there's a bed there? This land was claimed, but they did not build on it, I think. Oh no, it's just open. This one, however, was claimed. Work in progress. Caves of Insanity. This goes with that pillar, I think. I think this was all Buff's place. The mushroom house belonged to Nova. That is Luna, who was the cherry blossom home. So hers is a very cute mushroom that she built. Take these guys up so that you can see up here in the stairs. Kind of generic, but still cute. Close our door for her. And then this place here, I believe, was Willow's, but I could be wrong. It's Mooney's place. It's Mooney's place. This was another cute one, though. Oh, hello. I didn't realize you guys invaded her house. Okay, then. So this was another really cute one. Lots of doors everywhere. Potted flowers. Very nice. Fireplace. Anytime I tried to put a fireplace in somewhere, it always burned to the ground. Don't worry, I'll show you guys that in a little bit. And then over this way, we've got, I believe that one is Puppy Peach's place. They never finished it, but that was their little abode that they made. Those are more generic villager houses. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. This one is regular Peach's place, so her Chamber of Chaos went along with Puppy Peach's place. Generic places. We did have, I don't think I ever finished building it, but we did have a bridge over here that went to a nether portal. That you guys had access to the nether portal. We'll go show you guys that in a little bit, I guess. Or we can show you now. We'll show you that nether portal now. And then I will go show you what those other big buildings were. And then I'll take you to the kingdom. So it was supposed to have a path that came over this way and then went that way. It was going to be all fancy with tons of vines coming down off of this dirt archway. But that's the community nether portal that led to Grand Central Station in the nether. It was, of course, a work in progress, as were most things. Go ahead and eat some more baked potatoes because I'm running out of stamina. I don't know if I have any more food on me. Nope. I have zombie meat. Zombie flesh. Rotten flesh. We'll have to grab some food. I'm sure there's tons of. Okay, someone trapped a bunch of horses. There was technically no clear path over to that one because I made a path over that way that went to a different one. But this was a secondary system we made for our villager farm. Because we made a villager farm to be able to trade for enchantments, and then it wasn't enough for all of the different villagers we wanted to have. So this, oh, one of the villagers got down underneath. That's no good. Hello, Mr. Villager. So it was also an iron farm built into it, because if you have tons of villagers, you're going to spawn iron golems, and iron golems can be smelted for iron. So this was one of our villager farms that we had made, and they get locked in and you can trade with them and so on and so forth. The rail system you see here was so that we could transport them over, because there's a zombie spawner over there that we were curing the zombie villagers and bringing them over because they give you a discount as gratitude. This little thing here was a automatic tree farm that we made. So you would plant the crops and they would grow, and once they grew, it would push them over, and then you would end up having just rows and rows of wood, and then once that row was full, it would move that way, and you could just chop all of the wood down. In addition to that, there is also an automatic farm over here. So it's incomplete because someone was working on making it for me, since I am not good at redstone at all. But there's pumpkins and melons, and I think they put something else over there as well. Yeah, sugarcane for all of our mats. So this was an automatic farm. They were also going to fill those 4 central places with kelp so that we had a kelp farm, but it did not get around to it. This is the other villager farm that we had for trading purposes again, of course. And they were all labeled with what type of enchantments they would sell you, or what types of goods that they could sell you for cheap. That way you didn't have to go hunting for it. And then this little skull here was used to represent our zombie XP farm, but it also connects to the subway system. So if you go down to the first landing, this would connect to the subway system. But if you went down towards the next portion, this was the zombie farm. So there was also tons of storage down here because you would collect tons of things from the zombies, as well as from me digging out the mine shafts. But the zombies would spawn here, and you could sit here just chucking away at them, and then they would give you the XP, and you could repair your tools and your armor and whatever else you needed to. There was also back access built in, that way if it ever broke, we could repair it. And it's just using a zombie spawner. There are other ways to farm XP, but I found that or at least the friends that I played with, found that finding the spawners were a lot easier. And then this just leads to our subway system. Now, there were tons and tons of railways all over the place. That direction leads to my brother's location. But before we go to my brother's place, we're actually going to go check out what I call the kingdom, and we can go see my domain. It's actually not that long of a ride over here. It's when we start getting to other locations that it gets fun. So this tunnel leading all the way to my brother's was dug out completely with stone tools. No enchantments, stone tools. The path to my kingdom was also completely done out with just plain stone tools, no enchantments. As well as this giant box area that you're about to see. So, excuse me, not what I was trying to do. Thank you. This is the junction. The junction leads to my brother's place, labeled by the flag. That way leads to Sock's place, labeled by the flag. This is where we came from before. It leads to a couple different places, including Lenariel's place, as well as Luna's place. And those other pathways were open in case anyone else wanted to make paths off of the junction. This was our main station. This was the first way that I built. I forget where that subway system leads to. Maybe that's where we came out of. I have no idea at this point. So you had a sign that pointed to the junction, and a sign that pointed to the kingdom, which is my domain. And then you had a little extra place to sleep and do stuff if you needed to. But we're going to take a quick little ride over to the kingdom, and we'll show you guys what I had built. This was what we called Grand Central Station because it was the biggest station I had made. I dug it out completely by hand with the stone tools. And then once again, all of these little archways were going to be different tunnels to different people's locations. And then there was another little storage room over here that people could stop. There was a bed down here. They could stop, they could sleep, they could get any of the necessities they needed to keep going on their way. I believe that's my dog, but I could be wrong whose dog that is. This way led to my brother's place. So it's to the Mesa biome, but it's also to my brother's place, represented by the flags. And then this way over here was to the treetop civilization that I never finished. It also is a good 45-minute train ride to the mushroom biome. So we will check that out in just a bit. First, we're going to go up top and we're going to check out my area. Hopefully it's daytime. It is not daytime. So we will run up and we will sleep real quick so that it's easier to show you guys. So this was another hotel that I had made. I've got all kinds of armor put out, tons of rainbow bed options to choose from, a giant map that I was working on, and no, this is not all of the map I have explored. But I would like to point out, you see how the different areas go cutting through? That's because I built the subway system along that stretch, and then there was an update. So any area that I had not traveled yet went with the new update because the seed number got associated with a different biome map. So you can see how the map changes as the things went through. And the parrot's going to go ahead and make noise to creep me out, because of course, why wouldn't it? So, that's another one of the towers, like the one that I made in the spawn location. It's just the finished version. This is the inn that I built completely by myself. I promise you, this one did not use a YouTube video demonstration. Oh, that did not go far at all. Got him. Yes, I know, I'm getting hurt by the thorns. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I promise, it's fine. Now, I believe nowadays they spawn you in at 0-0, but they didn't used to spawn you in at 0-0. So this world, I traveled to 0-0 to build my area. So I built a giant garden for my kingdom to have tons of different food. It's going to be a lot easier if I just go up on that scaffolding that I put out and I can show you guys what everything looks like. That got struck by lightning. That's why there's part of the roof missing. Come over this way. This area was completely dark oak when I first came here, and I had to do some deforestation and chop all the trees down. Again, using stone tools, so it was a fun time. Look, you can see my brother's place from here. That over there is my brother's location. They built some type of automatic machine in the air, and then they built their ginormous bases, which you can see. So you've got my inn that I made, the tower that I made, a little villager square, and then I built this garden. I plotted it out on graph paper first and then put it there. This was meant to be a blacksmith shop, and then I was going to chop down more of the forest and expand over into that open area and build a ginormous expansion of a kingdom. That over there is my castle, which was meant to kind of resemble a Mario castle per se. It had the stone base and then was going to have the smaller castle on top. It also had a little off wing. So we will go check that out and just what's going on. There's also an entire underneath system to it where I was going to build an automatic sorting system. Did not get around to it, but it was on the list of things to do. So, the above ground portion, this was going to have a fountain. This was a little off way area. I don't know what I was going to do with this, but I wanted to break up all of the stone because there was so much stone just everywhere. This is the ginormous map. Excuse me. Why is there a random enchanted helmet? I have no idea why there's a random enchanted helmet there. So this was everything I had mapped out, and I honestly don't even think this is everything. I think that that goes up higher. I just don't have the maps there. Probably because I have my mapping shulker in... Nope, that is cherry leaves. I have a shulker full of my mapping equipment for when I go exploring. This here led to being in the walls, so you could literally walk through all of the walls of the castle. And then this part took you upstairs, and it is like 3 floors or 4 floors or something. So you come up top, we've got a bed for sleeping. This was a cute little overlook that I did. This part led to an outside patio. And then this way led upstairs to a smaller castle, which was going to be my main abode. Again, not finished. There's a lot of unfinished projects in this world, if you can't tell. Whoop. And then the underground portion was intense. Was very intense. I did this first. You want to know why it was intense? Because this entire ceiling is made up of glowstone. It's a lot of glowstone, guys. So, you got a giant wall of all the different types of furnaces. You've got a cartography area for making maps. You've got the blacksmith area for repairing your tools and such. You've got a general crafting area for all of your other needs. This was going to be the automatic sorter. This did get dug out with enchanted tools. So, I promise you, this was not regular stone tools. I did start it with regular tools, but about then is when everyone joined in and showed me the power of enchantments. So, it was done mostly with enchanted tools. And you can see that the automatic sorting system was started, but it was not finished. And then I was also going to make a giant spawn area for zombies down in the bottom. But the main purpose of this giant space was to make a sorting. And I don't remember where that area down there goes down to, but it goes down further apparently. And then over here, there is a giant wall of chests that I was manually sorting. So each of these sets of 3 have things in it, and it does look like someone came through and turned all of the items once. I don't know who came in here and did that, but someone came in here and they didn't do this side. They didn't do this side. Well, they started to, and then they gave up. There's my puppies. In here, you have a armor and weapon shop. So behind each of these trapdoors were the different weapons based on whether it was diamond or if it was stone or wood. You have the different armors separated by piece and the level of the tools. And then you had my nether portal here, which takes you to Bowser's Castle. Because I decided the nether needed Bowser's Castle. Now, the location for this wasn't picked for any particular reason. It was actually a matter of someone fell down into the lava in this world and they want it to be saved, so we had to drop tons and tons and tons of gravel to be able to save them. So since we were already down at this level and this level has the lava, this is where I built Bowser's Castle. And it is made as a replica from one of the games. It is also completely encapsulated in glass to try and keep the mobs from going into it to KO you. I didn't want to lose my castle. But you can come this way and try not to fall off the edge because it's not completely enclosed here. And you can kind of see the layout of Bowser's Castle. I do wish that the glass panes weren't there to make it easier to see, but it's fine. Fine. Hello, Mr. Ghast. And then there was a nether castle that way. So someone built a path that way to go to the nether thing. And then this was supposed to become the nether hub for Grand Central Station. So this portal here should take you back to spawn. It may also take you to my brother's place. I don't completely remember. We'll find out. I can't see. There we go. All right, so this is my brother's place. So they had their little nether wart garden and such. And then they made water tunnels that shoot you up or down, depending on where you're trying to go. And then both of my brothers shared this space. So that over there is the Hobbit hole. That is my brother Paul's place. I believe he's also the one that built that giant spawner in the air, but I don't know what the spawner was actually for. So he built a little animal pen space to farm resources. And then this was his house. Got a kitty cat. He's got a cute little lounge area with a fireplace and some artwork. This was where he could craft all of his items. And have a secret hidden stair. No idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, what's underneath the stair? Hiding things from us, guys. He's hiding things from us. More armor. He had something else somewhere. Oh, there's stairs right there. He had a little villager captured and being held hostage at some point. Don't know what that's for. Oh yeah, his little map. His enchanting area and a lot of cats. When were you the cat guy, bud? Downstairs. That's where he went down to do strip mining. And here are his villagers that are being held captive. Okay. And then that massive place there was the other brother's place. He made his a little bit more floaty. Not really, but sort of. So, he's got his, not sugarcane, his bamboo over here. It was trees originally, but it's currently bamboo. I don't know. Oh, this is his enchanting space. He's got farms and animal pens over this way. So you've got animal pen. You've got a triple layer farm with water that he can travel up to get to the others. You've got a tree farm over here. And then each of his floors does something slightly different, I believe. So he's got little push pads here to automatically close the doors behind you. You've got storage and armor. Sleeping and crafting and making food. More storage and more armor. Okay, you got enough swords, bud? So, that is my brother's place. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have a bed down here, does he? Nope, no bed down. Your bed first. Thank you. His cat is sleeping. There we go. And then off that way was the entrance to the subway system. Hello, wandering trader. You can also see that they have one of the Illager towers there, which is why they chose this location. And then you can see my place over there in the distance. So we're going to go ahead and go back into the nether, and we're going to take the nether rail system because it's definitely a lot faster than taking the regular world. Oh my god, since when are all of these guardians here? Excuse me, sir, how am I supposed to get down into your nether area if you've got guardians in your water? Where even is the hole to go down? Here it is. Down, down, down! Into the nether! I do not recall him having all of this. Get out. Thank you. And that brings us back into the nether. So, I believe there was something in another over that way. So let's go check it out real quick. And then, oh, Jeebus. Ah! There we go. To the safe spot. So there's a couple different things down here. This way led you out to someone's nether base that they were working on building and did not finish. And this way, I'm trying to remember exactly where it's at. That way I can avoid getting. This way. So. Ah! Jesus, spider! Not a spider, a skeleton, but the point still stands. Go away, go away, go away, go away! Go away! Y'all are hurting me! Leave me alone! Jeebus! There's an Enderman. I do not recall this nether portal being over here. Good grief. This led to someone else's base. So, they had a giant area they made. They trapped a zombie piglin and named him Philippe. They put a bunch of armor everywhere. I believe all of these chests are empty. And then they built this underground area, which is apparently spawning monsters, even though they put candles. Oh god, I hear an Enderman. They put a beacon, and there's a stairwell that goes down even lower. Oh, they put ice down here. They've got ice down here to use boats. Oh, Jeebus. And you could travel by ice. It leads to another... Wow! Another one of their bases. Gotta get out, gotta get out. Let me out. think we made it. And now we're going to go this way using the nether rail system. And we're going to head to the mushroom biome, which is also where we have Atlantis. All right. I don't remember what's that way, but this way should lead up to our mushroom biome, where there was once a wondrous building that has since been destroyed. For reasons I am not going to discuss. Alright, so this is the Mushroom Island. You can kind of see the remnants of a building here because someone built a village. They wanted to build here because Mushroom Islands are the safest place to exist. You don't get mobs spawning here. So this is where they chose to build, and we may or may not have demolished their acacia building. But my skeleton horse is still here because I had skeleton horses that I had claimed. They've got a giant area of furnaces. This was originally their storage room. We took all of the storage out of here, though. And then this over here was their smelting area, where they would smelt farm. They would smelt kelp over and over and over again. But there was also, if I can remember where the button is, a secret entrance? Or was that over here? It may have been. It's over here. Already open. This staircase disappears. That's why they got the slime blocks there. But this was their kelp farm. So they had kelp down there. It would grow up, and then down here at the bottom, they could actually go down and they could cut it all, and then they would bring it over this way, and they would pot it into their automatic smelting system. And then they could just open up those chests, and it would have the dried kelp to be able to turn into blocks. I don't know what's over this way. It's over this way. Is this more kelp? Why is it so dark? I don't know what's going on over here. Something else that was cool about this biome, though, was someone decided to build Atlantis. It was actually called Bulblantis. Because Subject Bulbasaur did it. But he made, and he didn't do it by himself, he got help from someone. But he made an underground, and you can kind of see it now, the glass that's popping up, an underground biome for himself. They got rid of all of the water underneath using gravel, and they started building. There's like a tree of life down there and some other little buildings. We can go check it out if you see. And then this led down to the subway system. So, this little block of glass here is what indicated the entrance to Bulblantis. And you just traveled on down the steps. Zigzagged around a little bit because don't ask me. Oh, no one's claustrophobic. This was where they started out and had all of their storage originally. And then they started creating this. So you've got the tree that did not get leaves put onto it. And you've got some little outpost buildings that they did not finish putting anything in. They're still cool, don't get me wrong. But getting rid of all the water that was down here was kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. So that is Bulblantis. And then I do still have a couple more places in the world to show you guys, but it's going to take us a hot second to get there by rail. So just hang tight. We are going to take the overworld rail system this time, just so you guys can see just how long it is, because most of it, not all of it, but most of it was done without enchanted tools. It was when they officially realized that I don't use enchanted tools for anything, ever. And they insisted on giving me these enchanted tools. So, like, a third of it probably was done with stone tools, and the other 2/3 was done with And here we are entering Eckernvale. This would be Sock's place that she built. Um, she got all fancy with putting a chest full of the train carts there for people to automatically use, and you press the button to automatically light the rail up, and she designed all of this part herself. I built the original staircase down, she decided to redo it, which is totally fine. She wanted it to fit her style more. So when you go up her staircase here, it leads directly into her inn, because she thought that was a cool idea that I kept doing. So she built her own inn for people to come on into, and there were, as you'll see when I get up to it, there were bed bunks up here at one point, and we were having issues getting them to work, so I took the beds down. But see, up here, there were bunk beds. They were built to have bunk beds. And we're just gonna sleep through the night real quick to get rid of those monsters, and I will show you guys what her little area looked like. Nope, wait, we're not going back down these steps. We're going outside to show you guys the stuff. So, she got really cute with her wooded area. That over there is her main house that she lives in, or lived in and built. I think everything here was built off of YouTube videos, but she may have given it her own little flair too. It's really cute. It's got a cute little entrance here. She's got armor up there that was shooting at me when she first installed it, and an extra bed here for her boyfriend that was also in the world. And when we go all the way up to the tippy top, we've got her enchanting area, and we've got a bed. So she didn't want to just put multiple beds next to each other, so she used wool to make it look bigger. And you got this cute little view of her area, so you can see the inn where we started from, as well as an extra little storage area, but we'll go down and we'll see those guys up close and in person. And then this is another little view of her area where she's got more buildings. And look, you can see the lava pillar over there in the distance from the main spawn spot. So she's not too far from spawn. I don't think most of the original people were that far from spawn. It's when people joined in later and they wanted all of the new updates that they started having to go further and further away. So we'll just come on down this way and we'll go check out all of her cool stuff that she built. I'm a little concerned that fires might catch her trees on fire. So this was her little town center that she made. Yeah, I have no idea. It's cute, don't get me wrong, it's cute. And she set it up so that she could like put villagers in stalls to sell and trade you stuff, but she never actually got the villagers in them. I don't remember this sign being here, but Ote looks almost like someone tried putting a curse word in here. I almost wonder if maybe they accessed the realm when it was still active and I didn't realize it. It's totally fine if they did, but yay. Oh, this over here is her little storage building. It's very cute. So you've got all of the different tables all over the place for you to be able to use them, and then you've got the storage itself, and there's more storage back here, and you can kind of see up in the top there's even more storage up there that you have to access. And I think there's secret storage up even further. We'll check that out in a second. But she labeled everything just like I did in the spawn-in. She liked that idea that I did, so she kind of ran with it. Here's that middle ground storage that I was talking about. So you got a little narrow pathway to get over, and everything over here is labeled as well. The buttons don't do anything, they're just decoration, but it's a cute little touch. And then up here she's got even more secret storage. Not a lot of it, just a little bit. And then over this way, you can kind of see she's got her portal in there. And then she's got a cute little area and looks in on the town. And I think she was going to build a mine over that way, but never got around to it. So you come in this way, and at one point there was a hack that you could have infinite potions. So she had set this up when that hack was active, and then they fixed it, and it made us sad. But she's got all these shulker boxes here holding all of the different supplies, and they come out of the wall, so that's cool. And down here is where she kept all of her nether wart, because you needed somewhere dark for it. So this was her nether wart cave. Lots of nether wart. And then, I don't remember what's up these stairs. Oh, a chest. Anything in it? No. Okay. And this is access to a space that she did not finish building. Because of course. And then over this way is more storage chests, a block that's missing, and access to another portal. I think that block is missing because something shot through the portal. But yeah, that's our village. It's cute. It's cute. It's incomplete, like most things in this world, but it's cute. I'm sure she would have done it up more if she stuck around to the cherry tree update, but she didn't, so it's all good. But we're gonna go check out someone else real quick, so let me zoom past it for you.
We built a bunch of these little stopping points because the distance was so far to travel that we wanted to see exactly where we had gotten to. I don't remember what's up though, so let's go check it out real quick and see what's up here. It looks like it's nighttime, so this should be fun. Well, there was a door, but it is still in fact nighttime, and a bunch of sheepies. There's a little rock building here, excuse me, and the rock building has another portal in it. I'm not sure where this connects to, but I don't feel like finding out right now. So, I think we're just gonna go right back down into the hole and keep going on our journey.
And this was another one of those waypoint stations we made. We needed to find a place to put all of our storage. So I made a storage room. And I think we also made stairs to go up. Yeah, stairs to go up. So let's go see what's up. Make sure I've got my sword ready, because God knows if there's going to be some mobs up here for us. I don't know what time of day it is. So many stairs. I think we're almost there. It's daytime! It doesn't look like there's much going on around here. There's a cool little arch in the rocks, but I don't see much else. Is that a llama? Okay. There's torches over here, though. Wonder what these are. Down we go! Okay, a ladder. Sure. There's light! Ooh, a geode. And there's another hole over there, so I guess let's just go over. I love the sounds of geodes. And back to the rail system. Okay, time to zoom again. And our next big station is just a turning point, but it's another station that I put stairs in. So let's go see what's up above, and then we'll come down and we'll continue our journey again. There's a lot of these on the really far places, because I wanted to make sure that there was access points in the world in case someone ever went running. They wouldn't be completely stuck. They had access to the subway system. Looks like we're in a desert biome. We are, in fact, in a desert biome. And there's mobs. So let's just run back on down. Okay, yet another stopping point with tons of chests. You can see I started learning the trick was to turn the chest the other way. But this is actually an actual location of someone's base. So this is Lenariel's place. She got an actual decent subway station built underneath. She ran to this place in the overworld, by the way, and then I dug the subway to her because she couldn't figure out how to get back to the spawn area. So that's her floating island. She chose to build near a village, that way she had access to villagers. It's just a generic village, nothing special about it. Got some farms, got some cows, all good. But let's go check out her base, shall we? So over this way, she's got the floating base up there, obviously, but she's also got a little space underneath here. So if we come over this way, you can see her dog army. Okay then, I always forget she has just as many dogs as she does have. That was where she went down to go strip mining, and then this part leads up. That is her nether portal, which does connect to the nether rail system, by the way. I just didn't get around to showing these guys, and I'm not going to right now. And then if we go over this way, she's got some scaffolding so that we can get up if I don't fall. And then more scaffolding to go up, and just take in this wonderful view, guys. So that's her village, but if I remember correctly, we can see a bunch more from up on her island. It's really cool. It took us forever to build this island, by the way. Literally forever. Oh look, a bed. Up some more scaffolding, and now we're on top of her floating island. She wanted to make more and have them all connect to each other by like some janky looking rope ladders, but look at this amazing view from up here. It's absolutely astonishing. I loved this project. I didn't mind helping her with this. It was an awesome project, and she also loved the sound of the geodes, so she made her floor completely geode. But look, out on the distance, you can see a bunch of the different villages. So there's one over that way. I think there's another one somewhere. I think there was a couple different villages all around, and you could see them from up here. I think there was even one of those villager towers. But it was just, yeah, look, I think that's one over that way. You could see everything from up here. It was awesome. But that's it. That's the floating island, guys. Time to go back down. And we're going to zoom. We're going to go back towards spawn and see if I missed anything along the way. So just hang tight for a second. So obviously I did in fact miss something along the way. This was where we came to just dig up a whole bunch of sand. The reason this platform here sticks up is because we dug out all of the sand at that level. I needed glass. We were working on Bulblantis. I needed glass. So we made this area because I used a seed biome locator online to figure out where the desert was, and we were able to pull up some of the locations and pulled sand. But we're zooming now, so just keep zooming, guys. Alright, and we are back to spawn here. We are going to go ahead, I'm going to show you guys something else we dug out real quick, and then we are pretty much done with our tour of the kingdom. So, something else I did was, I keep mentioning people are strip mining. I dug down to strip mine at spawn, because I didn't want to go anywhere else. So, this goes super deep down. We technically have two different levels here, because it, the update went further. That's why you suddenly have the deep slate here. So, if you just keep going all the way down, you get down to the deep slate strip mine, which was barely touched, but it was touched nonetheless, and you can see it goes all the way down, and there's some lava down at the very end. And that one apparently was not dug out, so it doesn't go all the way down. But if we go back up, there should be another entrance that you'll see. It's like completely... Oh, is that another entrance? It is. Okay, so someone else was going to strip mine at that level, and they didn't. That's fine. But there's a level that I was going to strip mine that is just, like, completely void. It got really emptied. Watch. Come on. Let me up. Ta-da! It's empty. It's still stripped mined. You can see all the little doorways, but it's empty. It's a fun time down here. And look, we got a little lava fall. So yeah, that was our little kingdom thing, realm stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I'm just gonna take us on back up and stop outside of the inn, because it'll let me know exactly where I started from. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the little tour of the kingdom, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Good night!